Resident Alien Season 3, Episode 5, Lovebird Review.
Well, I kind of called it both ways. Like, she was siding with them and she's becoming a gray spy. All in the same episode.
Not by her own volition, but...
Well, no, but...
Yeah, she wants to keep Harry and her family safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And right about the Greys and the volcano, it's like, no, that doesn't seem like that does enough damage. Well, they weren't trying to do damage. They just wanted a big heat source to vaporize their mist, their gravity stopping mist.
Should have figured it would have been some alien tech bullshit thing.
One little thing I've got to call him on, because I know I'm not annoyed at them in as much as I would be, but like if they just, he said it has an isotope of carbon-15. Well, carbon-15 is an isotope. All isotope means is it has a certain number of neutrons. And carbon-15 has a certain number of neutrons, and what are you doing? Like, do you have an exotic neutron or something?
Oh, yeah.
Well, duh.
It's for their waterless dishwasher.
Yeah, it's like, that doesn't make any sense. It's hand wavium. I think I would have been happier with a hand wavium. It's like, yes, they have this hand wavium that they can produce on their planet, but I don't have the means to produce it on ours.
That's not called hand wavium. It's called unobtainium.
Yeah, either way. It's like, but at any rate, it makes a lot more sense that they would be trying to use it to vaporize that to make the whole planet, as big a chunk of the planet as that'll reach. Depending on, don't know all the specifics here, but like.
Well, the caldera is the biggest one on the northern hemisphere, if I remember correctly, and an eruption of that actually could block out the sun around the globe.
Well, but they're not really. I don't think they're really looking for necessarily an eruption as much as they're looking for tapping into the heat of the magma
caldera.
chamber to heat up all the water to vaporize it to get everything out there.
Yes, but if an eruption could block out the sun with
it's a matter of scale. I was just being really pedantic about it. It's a scale.
Yeah.
It's a scale of energetics.
Yeah.
It's like how energetic is this thing? Is there enough heat to launch something into the atmosphere?
It's probably about as energetic as Harry and his bird friend.
Wait, can you tell me what a caldera is?
Yeah. Like, what is a caldera?
Yes. You.
Yes, but what is it? What do you know what it is? Of course I know what it is. I'm a science teacher. Okay, then what is it? You're supposed to tell me. That's not how this works.
Not getting enough answer. Although, I gotta say though, the Greys, that Grey hybrid didn't really need her to get a DNA sample from Harry because his sample is probably all over town by now.
Yeah. I mean, he just has to swab Asta's car.
Yeah,
or just
the front,
go
the
to
back,
his house
the top,
when he's not
the
home.
bottom. Yeah, that too.
Yeah, just go to his house when he's not home. It's like, it's all over the place.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't get this now.
Or just abduct his bird friend. Yeah. I'm sure she's got plenty of his DNA.
So I don't get this now. So they wanted him to leave the planet, but now they don't want him to leave the planet.
Because he's the only one who can use his balls.
Oh, I thought that's what the DNA was for.
Yeah, but apparently, in case he can't, in case just his DNA doesn't work, probably.
Ah,
My assumption.
does that make sense? Or
You
that
know,
gray
it's like
hybrid just has no idea what he's doing.
that too. But I mean, just in case, like, we got your DNA, but that didn't work, so now we're going to need you.
Yeah.
Use it, bitch. Do it, bitch.
We don't keep secrets.
Like, you know how we're his only friends? Because he ate his other friend. Like, I did not kill him. A dog killed him. And I cooked him because it was his wish. And I changed the recipe a little bit, but it said salt to taste. So, also, I wonder if she actually did make that list for her. The music list.
That would be funny. And I guess her species isn't really bird of prey.
Yeah. Because eating birds,
Oh,
plenty of other birds eat other birds.
yeah.
It's a bit like feeding fish to fish. It's like, yes, some fish
It's the
eat other fish.
circle of life.
Yes. I mean, go look at a peregrine falcon. What do? They hunt other birds. That's what they do. They go up on cliffs and hunt other birds by going really, really fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's their whole strategy.
Hey, but she wanted to know what humans tasted like, so
Yeah. I mean,
they serve humans on their planet. I'm kidding.
why? How did none of them know that that humans taste like freaking pork?
Who knows?
That's like common knowledge.
I can't be the only one to just like absolutely cringed at that kissing scene.
That was kind of the point of it.
I know. I was like, oh my god. I'm saying I live alone, but I was embarrassed and wanted to leave the room.
Yeah, same. The first time I watched it, I was alone in my room. The second time I watched it, I'm like, I need headphones.
And they're doing the bathroom. Oh, that's your bathroom now. I'm going to the gym.
Yeah.
Although, ironically, I think my favorite line in the entire episode was, "Oh, hey, we're getting a cat."
Yes.
It's like, oh, cool, congrats.
The chemical formula is that of sugar. That looks a little more too complicated for sugar. It's the kind of sugar they use to make the chocolate that they cover ice cream so it doesn't escape.
I mean,
He could have just said it's a complex carbohydrate, but
the formula for sugar itself looks complicated if you don't know chemistry.
yeah.
I mean, pretty much any formula looks complicated.
You should have said
anything looks complicated if you don't know anything about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He should have said it was caffeine.
Oh my god, yeah.
Which it worked out really nicely that he's like, hey, you know something about chemistry. Oh,
Yep.
yes, just hand it to me. Yes, I shall look at this.
I'm totally not memorizing this.
So I gotta say, like a few things for like the Gray's plan. One, I should ask, So, do they just want a new planet? They destroy their planet or something, or do they just want like a summer home? Yeah.
Well, they said they're like humans but smarter. So I'm guessing they just want to, conquer another
Colonize?
world, colonize and conquer another world. So they have more room. It's what humans do a lot.
Yup.
And my other thing is either one, what if they actually enact their plan? I'm guessing the effects either last a really long time, or they have a lot of it to last a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, one would assume that it has to have some sort of permanence, because otherwise, that's a really stupid plan.
Or
Yeah,
possibly it's temporary, but it's a long temporary, and while they're doing that they then will have the ability to walk around on the surface and put up their devices without having to use
yeah,
hybrids or anything. Like they might have devices that let them change the gravity and do everything they need to do, but they can't really deploy them without being on the planet, and they can't spend more than a little bit of time on the planet because it just it crushes them. So they do this first. It makes the Earth safe for them to land on. Then they set up devices to this kills off the humans, and then it
yeah.
it deploys all the it in the concentrations they're planning to use. It kills off the humans, makes the Earth habitable for them, and then they can just plant all their devices to make each spot more habitable for them. Yeah.
True. But something must have happened between when their plan, succeeded to future Harry's timeline because gravity still looked pretty much the same, and everything was dead and very on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in that timeline he found a way to clear it, and that but what cleared it killed everything else. Like what
Or
was it?
maybe he managed to stop the chemical and just the caldera blew.
There's no telling.
Caldera ended up exploding instead.
Oh my god, I love that. It's like you stole it from me. Yeah, figures.
Yeah, it's like what are you doing? Oh, I'm helping him with his science fair project. Max, what are you doing? I'm doing my science fair project. I'm busy. Like, no, do your own project. I had a project, but Dad threw it out. It was literally just moldy bread.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, the science of penicillin.
There was actually an entire episode of Magic School Bus about that. So it's a valid science project.
Yeah. If he was tracking it, if he was taking pictures every day and tracking it molding over however long it would take to mold, like if he did that, then yeah, that would be a perfect, mold growth, and had different, the effects of environment on mold growth. He had one in the sun, one in the dark, one,
Yeah, but
one
that wasn't what he was
Oh,
doing.
I know. But just saying, it's not it's like you said, it's a valid scientific topic to do.
Yeah.
He just
You
wasn't
do
doing
with the
it.
scientific process.
Yeah, he wasn't setting up controls. He didn't have a null hypothesis. He just had a bag with
Moldy bread.
moldy bread in it. It's like you didn't have variables, a control. You didn't have anything. Didn't have a hypothesis of any kind. Didn't have conclusions. Didn't track any data.
All he had was a Weird Al song.
Yeah.
There's something living in the fridge today.
But I gotta say, not the smartest kid. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna dump this in here. I have no idea what it does. And it could melt the skin off all my classmates. But hey, let's do it.
Yeah, but that's Max. He doesn't care. Oh,
Yeah.
and what? Oh, Harry, come to bed. It's like, oh God, what's the human child doing here? You told him about us? No, he's one of the weird ones that can see us. Well, go away, you weird human.
Okay. Something that like occurred to me, right? So, okay, I'm trying to best describe this. So he can see like their true forms, right?
Yep.
And of course, their true forms are a lot bigger than their human forms.
Mm-hmm.
So when they're going through like doorways that are obviously a lot shorter than them, does he just see like them phasing through like the wood or whatever?
That is a valid question. Like, I was wondering the same thing because, like, he sees them as they are, but
Yeah,
in their normal clothes.
yeah.
But I think he just sees them human sized, but with their alien face.
Yeah, okay.
So he sees like it because if you notice, Harry is only like when they see Harry, he's only like his normal 6 foot or whatever the fuck he is.
Yeah,
Whatever size Alan Tudyk is.
yeah.
Yeah.
But well,
Yeah.
whether I don't know that I think he has a double that does the masks. I'm not sure.
Um
Maybe not.
I I don't I think for
Maybe
some of
that's
like the tall ones,
yeah. I think if he
but
puts on his definitely, I think if he puts on his full height, he comes out of
yeah,
his human.
the
But
tall because I've seen him in the makeup, like him
okay,
getting made up.
okay, so maybe he does.
Uh,
If it's him, but alien face, he does it. But he might have somebody else do the. Because I think he has
Tall one.
he has somebody who does
He,
that, but I don't know
he
if
does
for
have
what.
a double. I don't know the details on it though, but I know he has a double, but he also does it himself for like I think for like the in-person ones, like when he's it's kind of probably like a body double or something. Like when he's
Yeah.
doing it's him when he's talking to Max, but when he's full sized, like walking around, he's got a body double, I'm guessing.
Mm, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he does it for max vision, but or
Yeah,
or alternatively the alien tracker vision that we
yeah.
saw in this episode, like through his
Oh
eyes,
yeah.
you could see him. He's like, oh, got that working.
Yeah, that is morbid. It's like, I know you're brain dead, but let's see how this works.
Yeah, that it's like kind of like how there was that rumor long time ago back in like the ages or whatever where they said that the last thing you saw was like burnt into your retinas.
Oh yeah. Wasn't there a Warehouse 13 episode like that? Oh no, no, no. Sorry, sorry. No, it was a Fringe episode. Different show.
There was also an episode of this series called Forever that dealt with that. It was about Forever was about this guy who never died. He lived forever, and he kind of a Sherlock Holmes type thing, but a forensic pathologist.
Yeah.
It had a similar storyline, I think. It was some show like that. it's hard to keep track of all these shows, okay? I just know
Oh no, I know.
there was a show somewhere that dealt with it.
Let's see. Just going through the Wikipedia article for the bullet points. Um, Darcy, uh,
Oh yeah,
and
he called Darcy and her out on all their shit. Like
I not
he
wrong.
he ripped them both a new one.
It's like
Just like you only love because you show love care for people because you think that will make them love you, and Darcy will not love you because she cannot love other people. She only consumes love, she does not give it. And it's just like,
I mean, ouch,
ouch.
but true.
well,
I
I
mean,
was
when she was doing that, I was just like, kind of, oof. The way he was acting with Heather kind of being a bad influence. I was just like, oh, that is not good. She's got to go. Like, love Harry and love, and that's kind of adorable, creepy but adorable. But no, she's a total dick about it.
yeah. Well, it was also about Darcy talking to Ben about the abduction,
Oh yeah, I
and
Oh
can't say
yeah,
how, but
and
you were
then
abducted.
yeah, and then Kate talks to Liv about, well, sort of weird, about signs of abduction, and finds one on the back of her neck, and it's like, yeah.
if you think you've been abducted, we do have a support group. It's like I'm not an abductee. What are you talking about?
It's funny. I have a bump on the back of my neck, but it's a mole. Like, oh my god, I've been abducted.
How do you know it's a mole?
Uh, because no alien in their right mind would want me. I'm a problem.
Yeah, that is true.
Thank you.
You
Uh,
are a problem. Fun fact, when I was a kid, I used to sleepwalk. And when my dad caught me sleepwalking, because I would actually leave the house when I sleepwalked. And I would wake up in random places, like in the hallway or outside our apartment or outside sometimes. And my dad caught me leaving the house one time and he asked me where I was going. And I said I was going home. And he told me, but you are home. And I said, okay. And I went back to bed and I never sleepwalked again. So my dad took me from my from the mothership. So I could not go back.
oh, what else?
So now
What
I'm
else?
stuck on the planet.
What else from this glorious episode?
That's all
Um,
Wikipedia has on its description of the episode.
um, Dan is happy that Harry has a girlfriend
Yeah.
because he isn't eating all his pies anymore. That he's eating birdseed.
Yeah.
With his girlfriend.
Okay. I don't know why. Um, the scene where I'm just gonna guess that was the gray hybrid. The scene where like burst into water, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever saw them, but it made me think of like one of those old, I think, like deodorant commercials where the guy just profusely sweats all over the place, and then he just puts some deodorant and stops sweating.
No, I have not seen those, but I will take your word for it.
Like
It
perspiration.
kind of reminds me of Senator Kelly from the X-Men movie, the 2000s
Oh
X-Men
yeah,
movies.
oh yeah.
Thinking of, that's what I was thinking of.
Like perspiration getting you down, or how it feels to taste. Sorry, how it feels to chew five gum.
But yeah, I think we covered everything.
Yeah. Although I wonder how long that floating mist lasted in that school. To see Janitor going, it's like, huh?
No, nope, nope.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Although that does make me think of my nephew is big on these things called SCPs.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah, I know.
and there was one where it was a meme or whatever, and one of the memes was like, cover yourself in oil, make it rain, water oil is lighter than water, float. And so it was like he set like everybody on fire, and so they started floating in the air because the water from the fire hoses caused them to float or whatever. And because he pulled the fire alarm, that's what it made me think of.
Uh,
All right.
yeah, I don't think I have anything else. Bird sex.
Uh, oh yeah,
Oh,
oh yeah, song at the end. Well, first of all, whoever said eats like a bird has never had sushi with a bird.
True. Oh, I almost forgot the intro card. That is exactly how you use a car wash.
I liked the intro card to last week's better. That was the one with the guy walking his dog and pulling on the chain, and so Harry puts the chain around the guy's neck and drags him instead. And I'm like, yes, that is correct.
Okay, now I'm done.
all right.
Um,
Next week.
but the song was very fun, very pretty.
Yeah.
And I honestly do the same exact thing. Not singing about bird sex, but like randomly singing. And then if I'm like in my song and I I say something and I'm like, oh, I should have said that. I use that as the next line. So it's like, I should have said sex instead of whatever the intercourse. Because he said something about, I can't wait to see her again so we could have intercourse. And it's like, I should have said sex. I'm like, yeah, that's how I do too with my singing.
Alrighty then. Next week.